What if I replace my leg with a robot? Totally wondering, Cash, you can't replace your leg with a robot, you idiot. Your leg is flesh. Robots are metal pieces of junk that barely even exist yet. The best example of a robot we have is whatever video I end up putting here. But there, you'd be wrong. You see, today's subject that we're covering is cybernetic enhancement. And cybernetic enhancement goes far back from medieval armor to peg legs. What's a peg leg, you might be asking? Well, if you've never seen a pirate movie, give me a second to go grab one. It's a stick for when you don't have a leg, like this. You see, back in the days of long time ago, Middle Ages probably, they would lose their legs a lot. Not a lot. Sometimes. And they would replace it with a stick. Well, I believe we, humans, modern day people, should have them. Cybernetic enhancements are not just a thing of the future. They should become a thing of the today. For example, this is Philip. As you can see, he has no cybernetic enhancements. And what happens when we have no cybernetic enhancements and someone comes up with a sword and wants to kill us? This is what happens when we don't have cybernetic enhancements. We die. Now, of course, not having cybernetic enhancements does not necessarily mean you're going to die. But having cybernetic enhancements does make it a lot harder for you to die. Which is why I'm proposing we make them more, and now, and soon. They should be a thing, like now. Because they have been a thing before, like the older versions, like armor, peg legs, as I've already stated. However, if we make them in a proper procedural way, like for self-defense and for medical enhancement, they could be very useful for modern day technology and future life technology. Which leads me to the first thing I'm going to cover. Self-defense. Right now, if someone jumps you out of nowhere, say you're in London, like Philip. He's British enough. His name's Philip, that's British. And you're getting jumped with a knife because you're in East London. Like that. All you have to defend yourself is reflexes, pepper spray, and maybe those martial arts classes you learned from Jonathan, who scammed you out of $20 million last year and you haven't seen since. No thanks on those, Jonathan. But imagine if your arm could literally block a knife, or your reflexes were fast enough to dodge a punch, like Spider-Man, or a bullet, like Spider-Man. That's the power of cybernetic enhancement. Picture this. An exoskeleton that gives you superhuman strength, or eyes with built-in night vision so you're not fumbling around in the dark like a scared raccoon. Oh, that one has a hat! Oh, you're back. Hi, welcome back. But guess what? You know what I was talking about earlier? You know, being able to have self-defense cyber technology? They're already working on that. That's right. Military research is already working on neural implants and exoskeletons that can enhance strength, speed, and perception. Soldiers with augmented senses can react faster, block fear, and even detect threats before they're visible. Imagine what that means for everyday people like you, me, or Philip. Philip, over there. Or also these monkeys. Imagine what that means for the monkeys. More of them can wear hats. Yes! It is not just about being some monkey with a hat, although that is super duper cool. Cybernetic self-defense could help vulnerable groups like the elderly or people living in dangerous areas feel safer. We're talking about turning humans into their own bodyguards. No more paying however much it costs for a bodyguard in order to survive. Not relying on luck or adrenaline or any of that. You could just be awesome, like Iron Man or Camera Guy, who's another character with metal stuff.
Iron Man.
Shut up, I don't care. Iron Man. Alright now, let's shift gears away from using cybernetic enhancements for self-defense. Instead, of just protecting your body, cybernetics could fix it. Or if you lose a body part, like say, sell your liver for a pack of Magic the Gathering cards, it could replace it with an even better liver. Imagine this. You lose an arm, and instead of just replacing it, you get an upgrade. You've heard of prosthetics, right? Well, prosthetics are leveling up right now. Scientists are developing limbs that connect directly to your brain. That's right, moving like your real arm would. No more clunky robot movement. If you want a good example of this, let's move back to Philip. Oh, welcome back. Well, everyone, say hello again to Philip. Now, as you can see, Philip has a few bandages and is not doing too great. Let's fix that by giving him an arm, a replacement arm. It has a cut here and cuts here from mysterious circumstances that I do not know. But if you follow me, you will see we have now upgraded Philip. As you saw earlier, he was stabbed multiple times in the chest in his visit to London. So we replaced it with a currently theoretical chest piece thingy. Makes him invincible. He didn't even feel that. And as you see, his arm has been replaced with an improved prosthetic arm. He can move it the exact same speed that he could before, which is none, because he's a mannequin. And, as an improvement compared to his old arm, he has self-defense, which he could put away whenever he wants. Which he can put away whenever he wants. That's just for like exterior stuff that can already be replaced by already existing normal prosthetics. Alright then, how about we talk about things that are being worked on for the future, for interior normal prosthetics. Come here. Alright, so as you can see here, Philip has a normal liver, as most people will do. However, he sold it to the cartel for Magic the Gathering cards. But just because he sold it to the cartel for Magic the Gathering cards doesn't mean he won't get a new liver. You see, researchers are creating artificial organs like livers grown from stem cells. I'm assuming that's where the liver goes. A backup liver for when you've had one too many drinks. And now he could play with the Magic the Gathering cards that he bought from selling his liver and have a new liver. Without, dying. Cybernetic enhancement, it's time that we go out and get some real-life human research and opinions.
I'm just going to give you some cybernetic enhancements. Come here.
Maybe they're not ready for cybernetic enhancement just yet. But for our next interviewee, I'm going to be asking my buddy Hugo, the camera guy. Hugo, what do you think about us possibly implementing cybernetic enhancement into modern day or future society humans?
You just gotta think about it for a moment. Like, is it really a good thing to become cybernetically enhanced? At one point, you're not gonna even be human. Like, just think.
That's an awful idea, and I hate you. Alright, I understand how that could have been misconstrued as mean or rude, but come on, turning into robots, really? That's almost as dumb as when Hugo told me to bathe with my toaster. Let's get real. People are only terrified of cybernetics because they watch too much Black Mirror and Terminator and Cyberpunk Edge Runners. What makes us human isn't our meat parts. It's our bad decisions, irrational fears, and unfortunately, the fact Hugo still exists. If anything, enhancements will help us be better. It's in the word enhanced, better. And then there's the, but it's only for rich people, because it'll cost $2 trillion probably, because it's probably super expensive, just like healthcare in the US, which sucks. But sure, at first maybe it will be that expensive, but so were phones and cars, and look how that turned out. You've got stupid YouTube influencers using robot dogs that cost $10 billion, but they got it for almost free because of sponsorships. It's called progress. And misuse, spare me the details. People misuse everything, like Hugo, with a toaster, in a bathtub. But the solution to cybernetics isn't banning them, it's not being an idiot with them. Stop whining about these hypotheticals and start thinking about how we can make this tech work for everyone. Cybernetics aren't about replacing humans, they're about making life better. Unless you're Hugo. And thank you for listening to my TED Talk, except this isn't a TED Talk because they thought I was too stupid to be let on the show. See you next time.